The Demon King never could have imagined that when he resurrected 500 years later, the world would have transformed into a cyberpunk wasteland. His once legendary ability to cast spells without incantation, the skill he'd been so proud of, had become so commonplace that everyone could do it. Even he himself had been reduced to the bottom rung of society, where any street thug could kick him into a garbage pile. Feeling the sting of failure for the first time in his existence, James thought back to 500 years ago. Back then, as the world's most powerful Demon King, a single stomp of his foot could make the earth tremble. When heroes came to challenge him, James always carried himself with the dignity befitting the strong. Even in defeat, he made no excuses. Instead, he praised the hero for managing to defeat him with a mere mortal body, then declared that as long as darkness existed in this world, he would surely rise again. Time flowed on, and when James opened his eyes, he found himself 500 years in the future. The one who had resurrected him was Luna, one of his 6 demon marquises, facing his most loyal subordinate. James could barely contain his eagerness to conquer the world once more, but Luna didn't think that was possible anymore. She explained that 80 years ago, the continent of Orange, James's homeland, had collided and merged with a high-tech planet called Yas. The catastrophe triggered explosive technological advancement. What greeted James's eyes was the new world of 2099. The entire city was dripping with technology. Flying cars weaved between skyscrapers. Screens everywhere displayed pop stars and celebrities. James couldn't believe what he was seeing, but none of this mattered to him. Now that the Demon King had returned, it was time to announce his comeback in style. Before Luna could stop him, James unleashed a weather-altering spell. His magic pierced through the clouds in an instant, but the next second, the dark sky that should have remained torn apart simply repaired itself. The passers-by weren't shocked, they just sighed that someone was still pulling this kind of stupid stunt these days. Police sirens wailed in the distance. James had no idea what that noise meant. Fortunately, Luna dragged him away before things got worse. In the crowd, the very hero who had defeated him brushed past without a glance. Once they reached a narrow alley, Luna finally explained why they'd run. She inserted a chip into the back of her neck, then started catching James up on recent history. After the two worlds merged, the undead had been marked for extermination. As technology advanced, so-called immortality became a joke. The undead were nearly wiped out entirely. Hearing this, James asked about the other demon marquises, but Luna hesitated, stumbling over her words. Then she made a flimsy excuse about going to buy him a drink and slipped away.